Black people, we ain't above this level yet. Hot wings, chicken tenders, French fries, sweet potato pie, mac and cheese, fried fish. We ain't past that level yet.
Got you.
Brandon, you want to talk about Lil Jeezy, Young Jeezy?
Yeah, what did he do?
I'll let you listen to it.
Piece of real estate is money.
Right.
People know that.
And I tell people all the time, they be like, I got 20 chains. I'm like, we got 50 buildings. Like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to be funny. It's like, I'd rather sit in the room and be like, yo, you on that? Yeah. When people come to my compound, they look around. I'm like, yeah, we on this, that. It's just like,
do people know that Jeezy's their landlord?
Yeah, I got a couple people that know.
Okay, because I'd be like, look.
Yeah, I got a couple people that know. Sometimes they get a little tricky.
Right, I was going to say.
They get a little tricky. You know
but I was going to say, because I've experienced this, and I actually try to keep a lot of the stuff that I've invested in on the low.
Right.
Because, especially like restaurants and stuff like that, because then everybody's now calling you for the hookup.
Right.
And you can't operate a business on a hookup.
Not even that.
Toys R Us hookup.
I had a high-end steakhouse in Atlanta in the shops of Buckhead. It's called American Cut. And probably one of the nicest steakhouses there, 3 stories, beautiful. And it was like my best kept secret. I remember Nas was on tour, he stopped by, he was like, yo, you own this? I'm like, yeah. He was like, this is crazy. So we sitting there, but it's all classy.
Right.
Man, the minute I went on radio one day and it was like, yeah, I own this American Cut, I went back there, you would have thought it was Freaknik.
They was in there.
The whole thing, it started going down. You go in there to eat, you see a cat you used to hustle with, I'm like, oh my God.
Hey, Jesus said I could be up there.
Right.
Goddamn, bring one of them goddamn steaks.
Hey, they upstairs, they try to smoke weed. I'm like, oh, my man, you can't. Like, what we doing?
That is hilarious.
Yeah, you know why it costs? Man, you ordered the Wagyu, man. What we gonna do?
They Instagram Jeezy, why this steak cost so goddamn much?
All the things well done.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now, Brandon, here are some pictures of his restaurant, his American Cut. So the food looks pretty good. The decor looks lovely. I love the colors. It just feels like a good American steakhouse. Wine glasses on the table. Look at the white people in suits sitting over there. This whole wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Look at some of the food.
I am for sure.
That's the burger. Now, Brandon, can Black people handle or deserve nice things? Now, Jeezy said he kept his record run a secret, and somehow he let the secret out. Next day, you know, all the dope boys were showing up to the restaurant, turned his whole restaurant into Freaknik.
But why did they do that though? Before even that, like, does Jeezy know who Jeezy tell us he is on these records?
First of all, what record are you referring to?
Well, we say Trap or Die. Well, not Trap or Die. Thug Motivation, 101, 102, maybe 103. Like he started to change toward the later part of his career, but it was a lot of drug dealing, smoking weed, hustling, killing. You know, so when you think Jeezy, some people are gonna think that in their mind, and when I go to the steakhouse, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you know, I'm thinking that Jeezy, the snowman. So, you know, it's a new Jeezy now. He's married. You know, he probably lives his life a little different.
Changes. I think he changed over his life. He got some of the demons out of him.
Yeah. He buying businesses, buying property. You know, and like I've listened to his last album. It's some more of that on that album. Like he's saying, like, stop buying Louis Vuitton. Why are you buying Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all this other stuff? Buy your own brands. Support your people. Like, push that, because we're the ones that hype stuff up. It's not, I mean, that Louis Vuitton is up here, of course, yeah, but we're not doing nothing but adding to that when we could be adding to somebody else's brand.
And what Brandon won't tell you, that album didn't sell because he started talking about
right.
Then he switched it back up and started talking about some drugs.
Correct. But why is that? Because we don't necessarily want to hear that. We don't really care about that kind of stuff. We want to hear about people killing each other, killing black people.
So do black people deserve nice things, Brandon?
No, I'm gonna say no, because I'm gonna tell you, we don't. Not till we get our act right, because we don't know how to appreciate things like we should. You know what our ancestors have went through to get us the freedoms that we have today? If they could see how we act in the streets now,
They went through a lot. Keep talking, Brad. I just want to show a picture of the restaurant.
Piece of real estate is money.
But like I say, they probably never dreamed of somebody owning a 3-story steakhouse. You know what I'm saying? And what we do, we go in there smoking weed and twerking up the table. You know what I'm saying? And single-handedly ruining his business, because who wants to go to a steakhouse where that kind of stuff is going on? Yeah, black people are gonna go, but if white people were already going, then they're gonna spend the money. They're not gonna have any issues paying for that if they're gonna have a nice experience. But if you're gonna have ratchet activities in there, they ain't gonna keep going.
You saw the picture. Some people had the suits on,
right?
And with the nice watches,
right?
You know what I mean?
And then when people come in there with throwback jerseys on, and just stuff like that, it's gonna change the atmosphere. So, like you said, the numbers probably went down, and in the restaurant business, as I know, like it can change really easily. Like you can have a reputation, and then your reputation gets switched to something else. People are not gonna go like they were going, or you're gonna get a different crowd in there, and it's gonna be different.
Brandon, have you ever experienced being around a white person that has extra money to spend and go to a restaurant with them, and your experience at the restaurant? Have you ever experienced that?
I think so. Yeah, I have.
When you go to the restaurant, when they over hors d'oeuvres, advertisement was called?
Right, appetizer.
You don't have to pick. They say,
no,
let's get about 5 days.
That's correct. That's correct.
But when we go there, we be like, hold on, how much this cost?
Right.
What you want? You see the difference?
Right. Let me tell you a story. We went out. This was years ago in Atlanta. It was a restaurant, but it was a lounge too. It's called Sambuca. But anyway, we went with like a group of people. It was a birthday party, and when it's a table that big, like you can't split the checks. So everybody was supposed to pay together, right?
What you mean can't split the checks?
Because they don't want to do one table. They want to ring up everything all together.
Who lied to you?
But this is how they do in Atlanta in certain places, because they don't want the headache of being like, okay, here's your book, here's your receipt, here's yours. They don't want to break everything down like that. They rather ring everything up together because it's a larger party and get more gratuity that way. So when the bill came, everybody was trying to figure out what they owed and how many drinks somebody had. And every time we kind of came around like 4 times, we're like, all right, we still don't have enough money. Like, somebody's short, so we had to keep going over and over again. All right, what did you have? How much is yours? Yeah.
Brandon, what was this? Wait, hold on.
We almost couldn't leave because people were like, look, I'll cover both of these even though they're not mine. But it took us a minute to get all the money we need to have the total come out right so we can pay everything off.
Now, did I send you something when they had a situation like that happen recently? Okay, here it is. I'm about to share my screen. So this is Brandon was talking about.
Split the bill, shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to split the bill? You got lamb chop. You got.
That's it.
Look at all that. Look what all they got. They talking about split the bill. What did you come out for?
We come together to split the bill.
My thing is, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing way too much. We didn't order all that. But when I'm on the table, what's on the check, I'm not splitting the bill, shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to split the bill? You got lamb chop. You got steak.
That's it, Lewis. When I tell you that's exactly what happened, I was like, I only got an appetizer, coconut shrimp. I get a bunch of other stuff. And people was ordering lobster. They was ordering 5 drinks, all that stuff. It was cool when they was popping them crab legs and eating. But as soon as the bill come, they just, I don't know. I don't know what I had.
Now, I don't want it, since we're on live, Brandon, I don't want it. Why you put yourself in a situation like that, Brandon?
I was with my wife. She was, and now, you go, I'll be like, okay, somebody got a birthday party. Cool. We've never been to this spot. We've heard good things about it. They had great jazz music. I wasn't really worried about the food. I was there to celebrate somebody's birthday party. So we sit down at the table. Everybody's ordering. Everybody's getting drinks. I was ready to go anyway. I was like, I'm going to just order me one little appetizer and I'm going to be good. I'm not going to order no drinks. I'm not doing none of that stuff because they had already told us, look, y'all not going to be able to split the bill because it's more than like 15 people. So it's gonna be one check, and it was like, okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. Because
you signed up for that?
I ain't had no choice.
I said, wait to come in. I said, me and her
But see,
all tickets be her, we different.
But I had faith that these black students that were gonna be chiropractic doctors one day, we was gonna be able to figure this out and get out of this situation. But no, we was with some black people. They was like, I only had this, I only had that. I don't know. Then people like, I don't know who ordered the lamb chops. I didn't order that one. And we just had to kind of figure it out. We kept going back and forth. Be like, all right, do we got enough money? People was trying to dip out. It was a mess.
Wait, hold on. They going to cash or you had to use your credit card?
Well, see, it was a little bit of both. I think some people were trying to do credit cards. So then you like, all right, we got $30 knocked off. So we only need to get this cash. It was a bunch of stuff going on. And this probably about 10 years ago. So, not everybody was doing credit cards like that back then. Well, not like debit cards, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So, we got a bunch of cash. We was counting the cash. So I'd be like, okay, well, these cards are supposed to be 38 on this one, 22 on this one. And we had the calculators. We was like, no, we still don't got enough.
And meanwhile, white people in the next table were saying, what is wrong with these group of people right here?
Right. We loud.
Do they deserve nice things? I say no. Go back. Black people, we ain't above this level yet. Hot wings, chicken tenders, French fries, sweet potato pie, mac and cheese, fried fish. We ain't past that level yet, bro.
And why not? Because we be struggling trying to pay for that.
The majority of us, we ain't past that, and we don't deserve. We don't deserve nice things yet.
Do we not give back enough to each other? Is that what it is?
No, we don't give. People can't give nothing, brother.
Why not?
Because you broke.
You're right.
The richest, the worst people in the world is the cheapest and the poorest people. They'll cut you, fight you, do all this stuff. If it wasn't for rich people, we won't have nothing in the world today. You won't have to close your damn back.
And why do you say that?
Brandon, who donates to all this stuff to get the medicine people need? Poor or rich people?
For rich people.
All right.
Well, could they do more? And we say they're doing a lot, and of course they are, but they could do more. Like I think we've talked about Jeff Bezos. He could give a little more, right?
Jeff Bezos, what he's doing now, this is to keep him off the records. He employs millions of people. He pay those guys $15 an hour. That's what the black people. Hold on. That's what the people say they want. They want $15 an hour. So he pay them $15 an hour, and he get rich. What else do you want, Brandon? What else do you do? Well, he paying you money. He got you a job.
Man, I'm about to break my back in that warehouse, try to get all them doing boxes and stuff out on the right time. And then I get a 30-minute lunch break. You can't even digest your food in 30 minutes before you got to get back to work moving them boxes.
All right, Brad, if the boxes wasn't there, what would you be doing, Brad? You can't be at the house because your girl won't get the welfare if you stayed at the house.
So I gotta
what you gonna be doing?
In the street hustling, shooting dice.
You can't, Brandon. You don't got enough heart to shoot dice. You don't got enough. Most of you guys don't got enough heart to do that, Brandon. In the streets.
Have you ever shot dice? I've never shot dice. I've done it in the casino a little bit. I still don't really know what I was doing. I know you. What are you trying to do technically when you shooting dice? You trying to hit 7 or you trying to hit 5? Is that what it really boils down to?
7-11. I never shot dice. It breaks all my street knowledge shooting dice. All the street knowledge I have. If you shoot dice, all your street knowledge, you breaking every rule.
Why you say that?
Brandon, first of all, you got your money out.
There you go.
Around a bunch of black guys.
Right. It's like a run up and round everybody.
You got your back turned. Man, I ain't shooting no damn back with y'all. I'm telling you, if you go, and here's another thing. Some people don't got it. You know? Some people go say, I ain't paying you nothing. And watch this, Brandon. Now, if a man is in your face to face, you a full-grown adult. The man, he gambling, so if he won, you'll pay him.
Right.
But you won, he said, I don't got it. You ain't got the
What you going to? Right. Right in the projects. And then
You're watching, and if you like the content, do not be afraid to hit that like button and the subscribe button. And don't forget to share it out. Man, we got videos dropping every single week, and we surely appreciate your time, and we can't wait to hear back from you. Leave a comment, leave a like, and guys, make sure you have a good day. God bless you. Take it easy.